Well, TSN was talking about this today, and for once, they weren't stroking Matthews' cock. They were actually throwing a little bit of shade, which is rare. But they're talking about Leon Draisaitl versus Austin Matthews and who is the better player. And we all know that there's two guys that just sit above everyone in this league. We all know who they are, and right under them is Nathan MacKinnon, in my opinion. And after that, you've got a whole bunch of guys like Bergeron, like Kucherov, Matthews, and Draisaitl who are just, they're in that next bubble, right? But they're not McDavid, they're not Crosby, they're not McKinnon, and they never will be, right? But, talking about this Draisaitl Matthews here, but, this would be a tough pick because I'm telling you, Leon Draisaitl is an absolute fucking beast. And if you don't watch a lot of Oilers games, you really wouldn't notice. You'd probably just think, yeah, he plays with McDavid. Obviously, he's going to score a lot of points. Well, he was a fucking beast before he played with McDavid. And if you remember in the playoffs a few years back, this guy carried the load. This guy carried the Oilers in the playoffs that year. McDavid was okay, but Draisaitl was unbelievable. And if you remember last year when McDavid got suspended, this guy, he put the team on his back, and he was unstoppable. It just seems like when there's a big game, this guy always stands out. Always. And yeah, McDavid obviously is going to give him a few more points, but you give McDavid this guy, oh my God, they might score 200 points, these two together. I do think personally they can't play together. The Oilers cannot afford in the playoffs to have them together. I mean, you see what happens in the playoffs. You need your Crosby Malkin 1-2 punch, right? You need Backstrom, Kuznetsov, or you need depth at the center position, and Draisaitl can play center. There's no doubt about that. It's whether or not you want Ryan Nugent-Hopkins at center. That's the real question, because these guys are just too skilled and too dominant to be together when you can spread them out. And man, you could really make this team a lot more balanced, but they're playing well. And Nugent-Hopkins has been fantastic this year. So, I don't know. Dave Tippett, it seems like he's been kind of flipping them around, depending on the day, if they're going to play together. But when they are together, I'm telling you, the best thing to watch in the NHL is McDavid and Draisaitl in overtime. There's nothing like it.